Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Man United handed a huge boost as Raphael Varane set to return from injury in time for World Cup. Manchester United and France have been handed a major boost after recent reports have suggested Raphael Varane will soon return to training before being included in Didier Deschamps' World Cup squad. That is according to a recent report from L'Equipe, who claims that although the world-class defender is unlikely to feature in Man United's two remaining games before club's break for the World Cup, he is set to rejoin first-team training and should return back to full fitness in time to feature for Les Bleus in Qatar. Varane, 29, has been injured since last month when he was spotted leaving Stamford Bridge's pitch in tears after appearing to injure his leg against Chelsea. Despite initial fears that the former Real Madrid defender would miss out on this month's Winter World Cup, it now appears the 29-year-old is going to win his fitness race, which will serve as a major boost for both his club and country. United's first competitive game after the World Cup is set to be against Nottingham Forest on 27 December, and assuming Varane does not injure himself while out in Qatar, he is almost certain to come straight back into Erik ten Hag's starting lineup. We will be hoping Varane can enjoy the World Cup and return to United without any injuries or niggles. Manchester United bosses expect Cristiano Ronaldo to leave in January. Manchester United bosses seem to be preparing for life without Cristiano Ronaldo at the club following the January transfer window. A new report that has emerged yesterday states that they expect him to leave the club. January is said to be a quiet month for United. However, they could be preparing to brace for a huge exit in the window. Ronaldo has been subject to much speculation surrounding his future in recent months. The superstar has been the matter of debate both on and off the pitch, and while many not be performing to his highest standard, he is still a major asset. The return of Ronaldo to United has helped the club financially in a number of ways. The striker has wanted to leave Old Trafford this summer but could not get a move away from the club. Multiple of Europe's elite clubs did want to sign him but were not willing to meet the financial side of things. Ronaldo has not helped himself in regards to making himself look like a player worth chasing in the market. However, that could only change should he perform for Portugal in the World Cup that starts in around 2 weeks' time. The new report from Sky Sports in Germany comes from reporter Florian Plettenberg. He says Manchester United bosses expect Cristiano Ronaldo to leave in the winter. It does look increasingly likely that Ronaldo could leave United in January, but where he may go is still a mystery. Angel Gomes says he could return to Manchester United. Angel Gomes was a promising academy player for Manchester United until he left the club in 2020. He has amassed a total of 10 appearances for the club before he left in 2020 for Lille in Ligue 1 after a loan move to Portuguese club Boavista and receiving game time for his parent club too. He now has 85 senior appearances across his time at the three clubs. Despite choosing to leave United even with a contract on the table, the 22-year-old still feels a connection with the club that he calls home. He spoke to Get French Football News quotes via the United Journal. He said the following: "It was a very difficult decision leaving Old Trafford. In my heart, I wanted to leave. In my head, I was thinking of staying, but I had to follow my heart. I felt that I needed to take another step in my career. I felt that, had I stayed, there wouldn't be a lot of opportunities for me. Do I imagine myself coming back one day? Obviously, it's home. I would love to come back. But you never know in football. I just have to keep my feet on the ground and keep playing, making the most of it. I can't predict what will happen in the future." The Englishman has been given 13 starts in the league this season with Lille. He has scored 1 goal and made 1 assist so far. Ex-Manchester United star compares Casemiro to Liverpool's Fabinho. Manchester United made 5 signings in the most recent transfer window, and the new manager Erik ten Hag has received a lot of praise for the way he has transformed the side in more ways than one. The midfield is the area of the team which has seen the most change. Christian Eriksen was brought in on a free transfer, as well as former Real Madrid star Casemiro. Both have been great so far, and the latter has received some praise from Luis Saha. who enjoyed success for United in the latter days of Sir Alex Ferguson's time at the club. He said the following to Gigi Recon: "We have heard some pundits claim he is getting older and this and that, but the guy is a five-time Champions League winner. He has not been behind the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric and Gareth Bale in Real Madrid's teams over the years. He's been the player that dictates the tempo. I am not talking about small teams here. I am talking about a Real Madrid side that at times has been the best in the world in recent years. Let's respect his pedigree." He's been introduced slowly by Erik ten Hag, and he's come into the team and shown what an intelligent footballer he is. He makes whoever playing with him in midfield more confident, and I can't understand anybody who questioned his signing during this summer. I believe the quality of the player is as good as Fabinho at Liverpool. Those guys in the middle of the park are so important to the team as they protect the defense and dictate the tempo of the team for the most difficult games, for the most tactical games, and for the games where only a few key details can make the difference. He finished. He's been used to playing the most pressurized games for years and has been involved in multiple Champions League winning finals. Liverpool set to rival Manchester United for the signing of Cody Gakpo. Manchester United will face stiff competition from bitter rivals Liverpool for the signing of PSV Eindhoven striker Cody Gakpo. United have been widely tipped as Gakpo's next destination when he inevitably leaves the Eredivisie giants. Erik ten Hag was keen on the player over the summer, but eventually settled on a reunion with Antony when a decision between the two players had to be made. Nevertheless, the Dutch boss is said to have retained an interest in Gakpo, who he sees as a fitting component to his United rebuild. According to the Mirror, Liverpool have entered the race for the prolific goal scorer and view him as the missing piece to relaunching their bid to challenge Manchester City for top honours. The Mirror reports Liverpool are reportedly interested in signing PSV winger Cody Gakpo, and the Dutch giants are willing to sell him to the Reds. Liverpool assistant has identified Gakpo as a possible signing. Leanders has a big say in the club's transfer policy and scouted Luis Diaz. Gakpo is reportedly viewed as someone who can fill Mane's void. As per the Mirror, Liverpool could look to sign Gakpo as early as January, signing the Netherlands international at the turn of the year. It's thought would prompt them to return to form at the business end of the season. Gakpo has been in excellent form for PSV this season. The forward has contributed 13 goals and 17 assists to his side in 23 games for Ruud van Nistelrooy's side. The player is valued at about £40 million and has slightly more than 3 years on his contract. It would be devastating if Liverpool beat United to Gakpo's services. The club must act swiftly to prevent such an occurrence. Manchester United face battle to sign Lille forward Jonathan David. Manchester United have been linked with Jonathan David as they look to bolster their attacking options. According to Dean Jones of Give Me Sports, the Red Devils could make a move for the Canadian after the Qatar World Cup. The Lille forward has already scored 9 goals this season, prompting interest from a host of Premier League clubs. Everton, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur are all said to be monitoring his situation, although United could hold the advantage over those clubs. With a fee of over £40 million mooted, David could represent good value as the club looked to reinforce Erik ten Hag's attacking options. Man United have been without an informed goal scorer this season, with Anthony Martial struggling for fitness and Cristiano Ronaldo badly out of form. Just last week, Ten Hag bemoaned his lack of options in offense as his side failed to score an important second goal against Real Sociedad. David is a fine finisher with an abundance of talent and could bring something different to United's attack. At just 22 years of age, the Canada hitman also has plenty of room to grow. He has already scored 22 goals for his country and will be looking to add to that tally in Qatar this month. As one of the best up-and-coming strikers currently plying their trade in Europe, it will not be long before David is snapped up by a big club. Whether or not that club ends up being Manchester United remains to be seen. Maxim Choupo-Moting wants a fat contract as Man United eye the Bayern Munich striker. Manchester United are interested in Bayern Munich's Maxim Choupo-Moting. A few days ago, a report emerged that indicated the Red Devils may look to the Cameroonian as a possible solution to their striker dilemma. It's an open secret that Erik ten Hag is firmly in the hunt for a world-class goal scorer to lead the line for his team. Cristiano Ronaldo has so far been unable to bear this responsibility. Injuries to Anthony, Jadon Sancho and Anthony Martial, who was restored to the side in the defeat against Aston Villa, have also meant that the United boss attacking department was reduced to bare bones. A new report from a reliable German news outlet, Bild via Sport Witness, relays that United's interest in Choupo-Moting is not far-fetched, and there could be some truth in the links. Erik ten Hag could turn to Choupo-Moting, who does know English football, from a spell at Stoke City to add experience and depth to his squad. With his current forward situation a bit thin, the player and his agent, Roger Whitman, want to take their time with contract talks and first wait for the World Cup, where the Bayern star will represent Cameroon. In addition to Manchester United, other top clubs have also expressed an interest according to their own information, something that may boost the 20-time English champions' chances of beating other clubs. To the Bayern Munich striker is the fact that it's said he and his entourage want a fat contract as he nears the end of his career, even if it's on a short-term basis. It's thought that United are the club best poised to offer this to the 33-year-old. Choupo-Moting has been in electric form for the Bundesliga champions, where he is ensuring the departed Robert Lewandowski is not being missed. The Cameroonian currently has 10 goals and 3 assists in 14 appearances for Bayern Munich this campaign. It remains to be seen whether United follow up their interest in the player, who has made his devious intentions known, and also how the United faithful will react to the signing of another striker, well into his 30s and on a fat salary. Tier 1 journalist names 2 crucial hindrances to Man United's chances of signing Jude Bellingham. Manchester United are one of the interested parties for Borussia Dortmund's Jude Bellingham. A report emerged on a few days ago which indicated that Erik ten Hag was a huge fan of the talented 19-year-old and had placed him above long-term target Frankie de Jong. This came after a deal for de Jong proved elusive. Reliable German journalist Florian Plettenberg has confirmed this news, as well as what the Red Devils will need to cough up to procure Bellingham's services. Plettenberg reports he is the transfer target number 1 for Manchester United, confirmed. They expect him to cost around 150 million euros. They have scouted him a lot. Ten Hag wants him in 2023, but chances are low due to competition from Manchester City and Liverpool and due to financial fair play. Should United move forward and choose to follow up on their interest in Bellingham, they will first need to secure Champions League football, at least ahead of their Merseyside rivals. Even then, Manchester City presents a far better attraction for Bellingham, who Pep Guardiola has made no secret of his admiration for. Spanish giants Real Madrid are also keen on the Three Lions international. An astronomical 150 million euros is also well beyond United's reach, who still have other priority areas to address and will likely prioritize a goal scorer and a right back in the summer transfer window. It will be interesting to see how the Bellingham saga develops and what role United play at their second attempt. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.